Here's an example of two Ostrich Bibles that are considered half quill, which means bumps on part of the cover. Usually around half of the cover has the quills and then half of the cover does not. In my opinion, these look nicer than the full quill cover, and that's just my opinion. Some people like the full quill, which is quills on 100% of the cover. But here's a piece of black ostrich, you know, that would make a half quill cover, and you can see these are the prominent quills, which are from the crown of the hide, which is like kind of right in the middle, and then these are some of the peripheral quills that are not as pronounced, but they still look nice. And then there's the smooth part of the hide that's kind of in the middle. And this, I think this is some kind of like shoulder or some kind of bump like that. It's like a really rough kind of thick callousy spot on the hide. But I don't know, looks cool. And like on this Bible here, it's actually got one of those spots here on the back of the Bible, kind of where you would hold it here. So anyways, it feels cool. It's nice. I really like the half quill cover a lot better than the full quill. And you can see this one has some of the quills on the back, but these are not the ones from the crown. These are the ones, the peripheral feathers. And, so anyways, they make a nice. This is actually pretty thick leather, but it's still got some flexibility to it, you know. It's a meaty cover, and still makes nice corner work and all that. This is leather lined, of course, edge lined. You can't see it, but there's leather right here, about a ½ inch of leather onto the book block. I didn't do any stamping on this one on the spine. And then this black one here, this black one is really nice. I really like these lines on the smooth part of the spine here. And then here's the biggest part of the quills here, and then some of the less pronounced quills here. You can see those wrap around. I did put KJV on this Bible. And they wrap around onto the back. So you still have some of the nice quills, but it's definitely a lot smoother to the touch. And these cost less. So for the full quill that comes directly from the middle of the hide, it costs more because you're taking the choicest part of the hide. But these ones are from the sides, and if you ask me, these look better and they're cheaper. So, and it's a very durable leather. It's nice and soft, but it's still, you can tell when working with it and cutting into it that it's more durable than cowhide is, in my opinion. So, and I guess that does depend on the ostrich hide that you get, because some of the bigger ostriches have tougher hides, and I did have one. For instance, I think this is one of the very first ostrich hides that I bought, and it's super thin, and this is not typically what ostrich is like. This was like, and this was a very small hide, so I think it was from a very young ostrich. And you can see let me see if I can find yeah. So you can compare the quills. These are part of the quills from the crown right here. This is like the top of the head here. This is the top of the shoulders here, I think. And you can see that the quills are much smaller than what you see here. Anyways, just thought that might be interesting. Anyways, thanks for watching our video, and thank you for buying Ben's Bibles.